Why do people reoffend? The primary reason that I hear over and over and over again is because people don't feel like they belong.
I cannot emphasise enough the importance of being able to leave prison and to say to somebody, I've just got out of prison, and to know that that's going to be okay.
How are we together saying we will work with one another when people come out of prison to actually enable people to turn their lives around?
And what that church did was it loved me back into being, back into knowing who I was, back into being a member of society with all the stigma and shame that comes with having left prison.
So what is important for you, Sophie, as you go forward into your future?
I feel like for me, I've learned a lot about myself, and I have a lot of support. I have a lot of people that will help me to set my boundaries, to keep my boundaries, and to prevent me from ever ending up vulnerable enough to be in a position to go to prison again.
I want to challenge you. Is your faith community, is your church, Gurdwara, temple, mosque, is your faith community welcoming? Are you accepting? And are you safe? Now, if you can answer yes to all of those 3 points, I would really encourage you to consider registering with the Welcome Directory.
We would hope that every faith community willingly accepted people. We know it's not true.
Imagine for yourself if you were to be defined by the worst thing that you ever did. And we want to move beyond that. There is a lot of stigma and shame attached to having been to prison. You know, the tabloids, the headlines really don't help that.
We need to change the public narrative, and that means we need to use data. We have plenty of data.
Anybody can do it. Any faith group, any temple, any Gurdwara, any church, any mosque can be a part of the Welcome Directory. Anybody with even the slightest heart for people who've been forgotten can be a community chaplain.
And it essentially affirms the message that for people who are leaving prison with faith, that you are welcome and you are accepted.
Because if we try and fix the whole thing, we'll be overwhelmed. But what's the one thing we can all do?
So if that is something that you maybe don't have exposure to but would really like to, I would encourage you to really get involved in that way.